like to say, anything goes because that's how we have to approach ladder. I I would I would go ahead and say that things like that early 7-8 minute tank marine push can be quite obnoxious sometimes, and sometimes I'll just die to that, which is pretty stupid. So maybe if you have if you feel like it, that might be something to work in, but don't just blindly do something that I'm going to know about. Anyway, shall we go?
Okay. All right.
All right.
Good luck. Have fun.
So I get to
Go easy, please.
go easy. I'm gonna win this game and then post the replay all over the internet and claim that I'm better than Rhett.
That's what usually happens to me when I play on the American server and I lose. So I'm used to it. I come here sometimes in the middle of the night, after a night of drinking, or sometimes when I'm just bored. I play the ladder, and then whenever I lose, I check the replay sites a couple
And
hours
there it
later,
is.
and there it is. And sometimes it's even on YouTube. That makes me that doesn't make me all too happy when I see my games on YouTube. But guess it's part of life.
I put up one of our ZvP replays, but it was a loss. So
Well, that just makes me happy. I mean,
There you
you're a
go.
good manner guy.
there
Not
you
like all
go.
these other Americans.
No, I can't be having this America hate. Don't make me go all nony on you and talk about soaring
Alright.
eagles and shit.
I'll try to hold back.
You know how we super right-wing conservatives are about our country and our pride.
Yes, I do know that.
Oh, I feel like it might be close positions, and if it is, I am going to cry.
Yes, I know. It's a rough life on close positions on this map. Whenever my drone scout gets to the closest base and I don't see anything, I just let go a huge sigh of relief. It's like the best feeling in the world. Like, hey, I might actually win this game.
It's just one of the things that I find on these close positions. I like to play reactive ZvT as well, and that's 2 racks from the close position.
So we are close positions.
Bloody brilliant. But in these positions, like, you can push down your ramp and I'll see it, and I'll morph banelings, and you'll stim, and you'll be in my base before they get done morphing.
Yeah, it's a very it's just like playing steps. I mean, there's like no time in between me leaving my base and getting to your expansion. It's very hard. But I don't have too much experience with playing 2-racks, so you might be fine. I do think you need a drone. Yes.
Yeah. I need a lot of drones. So 1 drone down. How significant is that loss?
I wouldn't say it's the biggest deal. It is something you want to avoid, though. Like, you didn't have to engage me there. You only saw I had 1 SCV, so
Okay.
if I was gonna all-in you, I would have sent more SCVs than just 1.
Right. And that all in is something that's quite fucking terrible. Like, on positions like this, you just pull all your SCVs, and
Yes, it's very tough.
like, I think when it's microed right, I don't know if there is a way to hold it. Because SCVs
It's all about getting a good surround. If Terran's playing very safe and doesn't let himself get in a bad position, then
yeah.
it's going to be very tough.
So you just went 2 racks expand. And this is one of my biggest complaints about ZvT, and this is just me, QQing about life being hard as Zerg. But I feel like Terran can 2-racks and never be behind, no matter what.
That's definitely true on these positions. I wouldn't say the same thing on the cross positions because you have a lot more time and you can drone up really really hard. If he 2-rexes you and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but on these positions you're very right.
Now, worse than a 2-racks on... Oh, man, here's a bunch of Marines. On this map, for me, is a tank Marine push through the 3rd.
That's very hard about these positions as well. Like they can just go up the high ground and tank push you very slowly. Mutas is good, or you can try to against Terran. You can try to do counters like non-stop, like backstabs can really hurt Terran. And that's one way to fight off like a positional advantage. It's just get in some lings into the main or intercept reinforcements with a group of lings and try to pick up units for cheap. Lings die very fast to bunkers.
Yes, they do. Oh, and also to Marines. Alright, so I just pulled a supply block out of my ass, which is pretty sweet. Getting your overlords in this matchup just as important as all the others, I take it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, overlords is something you don't want to forget. If someone ever moves out and attacks you, you know, not having overlords is the worst feeling in the world because
Yeah.
you just watch your army moving towards your base, but you can't do anything. You can't make units.
How do you feel about making banelings preemptively? Like I've had Machine on a few times, and he says never make banelings until Terran leaves his base.
I'd say
Go ahead.
if it's a 2-rax and you see lots of Marines, you can definitely do that. But against a standard expansion build, like I'm doing right now, you don't have to. You're gonna have enough time.
Whoa, that was unexpected. I think that's going to be the end of my life. Okay, I got nothing for you. GG.
GG.
So what do you say we take a look at that replay and maybe pick up on some things that we could do better. Clearly, I didn't sack an overlord, and that would have helped. But there were other things, I'm sure, that could have been done better.
Yeah, that's one of the most common follow-ups these days to a 2-rax expand, because so many Zergs are playing like Ling Baneling into Muta. So without roaches, the Blue Flame Hellions just are so killer. Anyways, I loaded up the replay.
Cool. And I like to just put it on _4 and just cruise through. There's no reason to spend a whole hell of a lot of time on it. But if you see anything that's particularly, important, just say, all right, let's pause here and talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. And just out of habit, this game I went, I think 14-14. You say 15-15 is something we can get away with, so I'll try to start.
15-15 or 15-14 if you want to be safer.
Little details like that, like 1 or 2 drone differences. I mean, it's hard for me to say, okay, well, if I get my drone, or if I get one less drone, I'll be safer. But is that really?
I think you can drone scout a little bit later. Like I usually drone scout when I have like 150 minerals before making my pool.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it wasn't necessary to lose 2 drones to the Marine +1 SCV.
Yeah.
But other than that, your response is pretty good. I do think you want to take your gas a lot sooner, though.
Okay.
Like you should pretty much be taking your gas while your pool is still going up. If it's close position 2 racks, you can delay it like when the pool just finishes or it's almost done. But you need speedlings relatively soon to maintain any kind of map control. So yeah, you should take your gas a lot sooner.
You just transitioned so quickly. I guess I probably want to send that overlord around what, 5 minutes, 6 minutes?
Yeah, you could have like you didn't see too much at the front, right? Like just 10
Just a
Marines.
bunker and some Marines.
So you should have already been a little bit wary about what's coming next. Is he hiding a shitload of Marine Marauder, going 4-axe, or going Banshees? Well, I guess Banshees is kind of unlikely with an expansion, but the Hellion switch is definitely something you should be worried about.
Okay. Something I haven't started seeing as much these days, but I'm sure it'll get far more common as Korean trends make their way over to the North American ladder. And it is just breaking my heart that I don't have Terran players for us to play with today.
I might have one guy.
It'd be great if you do, but no pressure if you don't. I don't mind continuing to off race.
I'm asking DDE.
Awesome. I had talked to Poke Bunny, if you know him at all. He's a pretty strong North American Terran, but
Is he responding to you? Because DDE is not responding to me.
no, he's not even online right now. He said he was gonna wake up early for us, but sometimes it's hard, I guess. Let's just I guess we can jump in and play another one. And maybe I can oh, DD's coaching, I just was told.
Yes, he says he's not going to be available for 1 hour 30 minutes, so that's perfect. Guess this lesson's going to be useful for my TVZ as well then.
Yeah. Get your off race cleaned up. You ready?
Yes, go.
Good
I
luck.
do
have
enjoy
fun.
playing my off races at a decent level, so I don't mind doing this. I've been playing a lot of Protoss recently.
Hey, I've noticed actually every time we play, you're playing Pros House. I'm just like, wanting
I'm
to
just having
smash
so
my
much
face.
fun with sentries, so
Sentries are retarded.
it's very, very addictive.
I almost feel like Zerg needs a caster that can break force field, like a layer tech caster or something.
Zerg needs something to deal with force fields, that's for sure. I mean, they're just so good. But also, I really like when you play Zerg, you don't have a safety net, right? So if you see an army coming towards your base, you're like, okay, I guess I'm gonna die now. But then when you're Protoss, you just morph in one sentry and you can force it around. So I really like that. It's just it feels so good.
Telling you, man, Dark Swarm. I know it's hive tech, but
Yeah, I would love Dark Swarm so much, but I think without Science Vessels, all the Terran players would cry too much.
yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess a radiate was kind of important. Just give them enough health to die at a seeker missile.
And I guess Ghosts could work. EMP.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna try. Oh, did you see my overlord? I think I floated too far.
Well, I didn't, but now I know.
Now you know. Okay. I'm not at 6 o'clock. I promise.
Okay, I'm not gonna scout 6 o'clock. But that's something you definitely. It's also very important. You don't want to show your overlord. It gives a huge advantage if they scout you last and they don't know what's coming. So
Yeah.
it might just allow you to get in 2 more drones, or you know.
Can the SCV see the overlord parked right there? I never seem to get the vision just right there.
I didn't see any overlord so far.
Whew. Just had to sneeze. Alright, so while the pool is morphing, I'm going to start my gas. So that's going to be around 16, 17 supply.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I usually do.
Now, if I get that earlier